The blinds are open just to crack a silver splinter on the wall. I follow it across the floor until my back's against the cold. The moon is hanging like a button on a coat the sky unrolled. And I wonder if you're seeing it or if the sky is just a hole. I've got a blanket around my shoulders, it's the one you said you'd mend. I never fix the torn edge, I let the threads all come apart. The window pane is frosted with the breath I didn't spend, and I'm aiming every syllable toward that distant, silent arc. I'm asking the moon tonight, does it cast the same pale light on whatever roof you're under? I'm asking the moon to carry a message through the air so heavy, a message through the air so heavy. Tell him I'm still at home. Tell him I haven't learned to sleep without the shape of him. I'm asking the moon. We used to name the craters after all the things we'd be. You called the largest one my smile, I called the smallest your belief. Now I'm tracing them alone, a cartographer of grief. And I wonder if you're mapping too, or if the moon is just a thief. I left the porch light on tonight, a little rival to the stars, as if the wattage could compete with something cold and far. The telescope we bought in June is folded in the garage dark, but I'm still searching with my naked eye for where you are. I'm asking the moon tonight, does it cast the same pale light on whatever roof you're under? I'm asking the moon to roam, a message through the moon to carry, a message through the air so heavy. Tell him I'm still at home. Tell him I haven't learned to sleep without the shape of him. I'm asking the moon, asking the moon. I know the moon can't answer back, it's just a rock, a borrowed sun, a satellite that pulls the tide and orbits everyone. But I don't need a dialogue, I just need something have begun to witness my unraveling, to note the way I come undone. And if you're watching from afar, if you're awake and looking too, then the moonlight that is touching me is simile. Your coincidence is the closing I have tonight to your magnificence. I'm asking the moon to hold the only prayer I can't control. Does he see the same cold crescent? Does he trace it on his skin? I'm asking the moon to keep the promise that he couldn't keep. Tell him I'm still waiting where the darkness meets the wind. Tell him I'm still missing every ordinary task in the moon. Still asking the moon, still asking the moon. The mattress still remembers you on the left side. There's a canyon where your shoulder used to land. I stretch my arm out just to feel the cold divide, and pull it back like I burned my hand. I've started sleeping diagonal, but the math still doesn't work. I fill the space, but not the warmth. I feel the quiet, but not the hurt. This half a bed is an ocean. I'm a ship that's lost its shore. I'm learning how to sink in slow motion. On the side you don't sleep anymore. I fold the blanket, I stack the pillows, I build a wall I can't get past. This half a bed is wide open, and it's swallowing me fast. The alarm clock still goes off at your old time. I let it ring until the silence wins. I used to curse the way you'd steal the sheets and climb. Now I'd give anything to feel that tug again. I've tried sleeping in the middle, but I wake up on the edge. still lying in its place. 3 a.m. The floorboards have a language that they only speak in dark. I'm walking to the bathroom, half asleep and fully unarmed. And in the corner of my vision, something flickers, something sparks. A silhouette that straightens up as if I've triggered an alarm. My breath gets caught inside my throat, my fingers find the wall for balance. I turn my head so slowly that the vertebrae all click. The hallway stretch in front of me, a tunnel made of silence. And I swear I see in front of me a tunnel made of silence. And I swear I see you standing there for just a half a tick. It's the way the streetlight carves a shoulder from the empty air. It's the way a coat rack learns your posture, hangs your absence there. I know it's just a trick of optics, neurons firing into grief, but the hope that floods my ribcage is a terrifying relief. There's a ghost in the hallway, wearing your outline like a borrowed coat. I leave the lamp on in the doorway, so I can almost see the shape of throat. Take one step, the vision shattered, dust mote scattered. There's a ghost in the hallway, and I'm living for the in-between. Started walking slower now. Whenever I pass by that spot, I let my eyes go soft and blurry, let the edges of the world dissolve. My therapist calls it a symptom of a brain that's tied in knots. Icarus calls it a symptom of a brain that's tied in knots. I call it the only visitation I know how to solve. Sometimes I whisper, "Are there yet?" to the particle and plank. The answer is a radiator clicking somewhere down the hall. The hallway never answers back, the hallway's just a plank. But for a second you're a body and I'm not alone at all. It's the way my tired mind assembles fragments of the day into a figure made of longing, into a man made out of gray. I know it's just a phantom, just a shadow on a fragile string, but the hope that breaks across my chest is a devastating thing. There's a ghost in the hallway, wearing your outline like a borrowed coat. I leave the lamp on in the doorway, so I can almost see the shape of throat. Take one step, the vision shattered, dust mote scattered. There's a ghost in the hallway, and I'm living for the in-between. One night I stood there for an hour, leaning on the bathroom frame. I told the sun began for a climb, the window bled a watery gold. The guy stayed rooted to the floor, a century to the vanished man, loving something that was never there is all I have to understand. There's a ghost in the hallway, and I've memorized the trick of light. I leave my heart out every night, you're not a real return. But the ghost in the hallway is the only way you stay. I took the long way home tonight, the route I swore I'd let forget. Past the laundry, past the bridge, the postbox where our bills got mixed. My hands were steady on the wheel until the neon flickered wet. A cursive name above a door, a glowing script I never fixed. The sign was humming like a secret in the drizz I never fixed. The sign was humming like a secret in the drizzling evening rain. And before I knew my foot had lifted, rolling to a crawl, I pulled against the curb and let the engine settle into pain. Pressed my shadow to the driver's seat, told myself don't look at all. But the window was a cinema, the curtain drawn aside. A couple in our corner booth, their fingers intertwined. She laughs the way I used to laugh, he leans the way you lean. And I'm a ghost outside the glass, watching our old scene. I drove past our cafe tonight, saw our table wearing someone else's light. There's a laugh I know still hanging in the pain, a vapor shape, a lip print on the rain. I've got both hands locked on the steering wheel, white knuckled, trying not to feel that our morning coffee, our Tuesday afternoon, it's just steam on the glass for someone new. I could see the little nickel on the sugar bowl's rim. We made it with a teaspoon, you were tapping to some song. She touched a sleeve the way I touch you back when touch was a whim. And for a second I was inside looking out, and I've been wrong because the window doesn't keep what it once saw, it only shines. The glass is no nostalgia, it just offers what's in front. But the laughter still escaped me like a prisoner in the pines. And I heard it ringing somewhere past the headlights and the blunt. They kissed above the espresso cups, a casual and tiny kiss. The waitress poured the same dark roast we spilled in some forgotten bliss. I pressed my forehead to the wheel, automobile, the horn gave out a little cry, and I hated how alive they looked while I was learning how to die. I drove past our cafe tonight, saw our table wearing someone else's light. There's a laugh I know still hanging in the pain, a vapor shape, a lip print on the rain. I've got both hands locked on the steering wheel, white knuckled, trying not to feel that our morning coffee, our Tuesday afternoon, is just steam on the glass for someone new. I almost walked inside, my hand was on the door handle cold, to order what I always ordered and to sit there brave and bold. But I saw her fix his collar and I saw him tuck her hair, and I realized we had vacated not just the table but the chair. So I let the engine rumble, let the car become a capsule tight, a time machine that couldn't move beyond that window's amber light. The ghost of us rose up like cream and settled in the evening air, two silhouettes that never paid the check and never left the chair. I drove past our cafe tonight, saw our laughter trapped behind the light. It's still folded in the corner, nary youth I'm gripping. There's a pill they advertise at 2 a.m. between the static claims to target the receptors where the missing lives. I wrote the number on my palm, a desperate little panic, thinking maybe I could swallow and the memory dies. They said it doesn't touch the good stuff, just the ache that breaks the bone. You keep the laughter, lose the aftermath of being alone. But I stared at the digits till they blurred into my skin, because what if the laughter's only laughter because he was in it? I don't wanna keep the sunset if I have to lose the hue. I don't want a sanitized version of a man I knew. If the chemical erases how we whispered on the stairs, then I'm erasing everything that made me care. But if I could forget, I'd push the button clean, I'd wipe the fingerprint off every scene. But if I could forget, I'd lose the weight, the one imperfect chest when the hour raised. If I could forget, I'd lose the pain, and I lose the only face I can't replace. I read about a woman in a journal, white coat, double blind. They mapped her grief in colors on a screen and then they cut the line. She woke up lighter, didn't know her own address of sorrow, didn't flinch at certain music, didn't borrow from tomorrow. And I imagine being weightless, floating nowhere, no regret, not checking for his name in every crowded room I get. But the weightlessness was hollow, she was drifting unattached, and I realized the missing is the only thing I have to catch. If I could forget, I'd push the button clean, I'd wipe the fingerprint off every scene, I'd drain the color from the sky, I'd mute the song that makes me cry. But if I forget, I'd lose the weight. But if I could forget, I'd lose the weight of his head on my chest when the hour was late, the one imperfect ordinary, everything I can't erase. If I could forget, I'd lose the pain, and I lose the only face I can't replace. Maybe I don't want the cure, maybe I just want the cure to want. I wanna stand here in the rubble with the ghost I'm leaning on, because the pain is still a doorway, and I'm terrified to shut it and live a life where he's a stranger, umber fade from off my hand. I'll take the grief and messy dose, I'll take the broken wonderland, because forgetting is a second death, a quiet little suicide of the version of myself that loved him and never really died. So I can't forget, I won't press clean, I leave the fingerprint on every scene. I'll let the color bleed the sky, I'll let the song still make me cry, because if I forget existed in the rafters of my youth, the beautiful, the brutal, the whole complicated truth. But I lose the only man I couldn't lose, and I'd rather hurt with you than be released from the only ghost that keeps me company. I won't forget. I lit a candle in the window, the wax is pooling on the sill, the wax is pooling on the sill. Little amber cemetery, I still talk to you in fragments, little half centers of rain, little half centers of rain. I still say you when someone asks me why my eyes look temporary. My sister says I've gotten good at changing subjects in a crowd. I've learned to nod at all the right refrains, to laugh and let it pass. But when I'm home and the door clicks shut and I'm finally allowed, I let the you when the door clicks shut and I'm finally allowed. I let the you become a hymn and shatter all the glass, because you is for the kitchen table, you is for the dark, you is the second person prayer I still send like a spark. So I say him at dinner parties, but I mean you when I stammer, I'm still missing you. Even when I call you him to keep the conversation light, I'm still missing you in the morning and the ordinary night. I've tried to graduate the grief, to fold it in a drawer, but I'm still missing you. And what's more, I'm still missing you the way you were before the ending, for the silence before him. I told my therapist on Tuesday that I think I've turned a page. I showed her all the journals where your name began to fade, but she pointed out the margins where I'd filled up every space with tiny little sketches of your hands a decade shade. And I broke down in her office, not the clean and pretty kind, the ugly kind that leaves you hollowed out and staring at the clock. She said, you don't have to call him if you is on your mind. So I whispered, teal and tiles, I'm still talking to you. I'm still missing you. Even when I dress it up in past tense and pretend I'm still missing you, I'm still missing you. The way a house still misses footsteps that will never come again. I've tried to date, I've tried to travel, tried to rewind my mind, but I'm still missing you. Ooh. And what's worse, I'm still missing you the way you were defined before the leaving, for the distance before him. This is the part where I'm supposed to say I finally let you go, to write a song about redemption and a phoenix in the snow. But I'm not a phoenix, I'm a woman with a phone that still knows your name. I'm not a lesson in resilience, I'm a pause button in a frame. So I hold the you and him together in the same exhausted breath, because missing you is missing him and missing him is missing you. It's the only bilingual ache I know how to speak true. I'm still missing you. Not the drama, not the fight, just the coffee and the calm. I'm still missing you. Between your palms, and I'll keep lighting candles in the windows of all my rooms. I'm still missing you, and I've made a home of this room. I'm still missing you. I'm still missing you, the him that was my you. I open the cupboard and reach for the blue set, the flea market porcelain we swore we'd keep complete. My hand finds a second dish out of habit, not hope yet. Then I take just one down and the quiet gets concrete. I place it on the placemat by the window where the streetlight pools, pour water in a single glass. The pitcher size, I fold a napkin for nobody, break all the dinner rules. The refrigerator hums your name between its tired tries, and the fork hits like a tiny bell ring across the empty kitchen floor. This isn't hunger, it's a ritual I know too well, setting the table for what isn't here anymore. I'm laying plates for one tonight, a lonely little circle on the wooden grave. I fill the room with over-sync light and serve a meal across the silence like a name. I'm making dinner for a memory, watching steam curl upward into empty air. I'm setting plates for one, and I still pull out the chair. I cook too much linguine, the pot is full of extra strands. Pour sauce in 2 portions and scrape the second back into the pan. Your favorite mug sits on the shelf, handle facing my 2 hands. I trace the chip along its lip and wonder if you ran. The radio is playing some slow jazz we both used to fake. I set the spoon on a folded cloth the way you showed me how. This isn't dining, it's a diorama I conducting now. And the second chair just faces me, a wooden silhouette. I choose slowly so the sound won't disappear. Every bite tastes like an argument I haven't settled yet, swallowing the fact that you were here. I'm laying plates for one tonight, a lonely little clink upon the wooden grave. I fill the silence with the stove light and set a feast across the distance like a name. I'm making dinner for a memory, watching my reflection in the butter knife I wear. I'm setting plates for one, and I still pull out the chair. Sometimes I hide the second plate away in the back of the cabinet where dust can claim its face. But I bring it out the very next day, because emptiness needs company to hold its place. I wash the dish I didn't use and dry it with a crooked smile. This ordinary evening is a bruise, I dress up in formal style. I'm laying plates for one tonight, a lonely little circle on the fading gray. I fill the room with what is left alive and serve a meal across the silence like a name. Watching my reflection clear the dishes from the air, and Church bells rang at 10 o'clock, they echoed through the empty square. I counted all the chimes like rosary beads slipping through my hand. My hand. The newspaper is on the step, I haven't brought it in, I don't care. The world outside is holding still, a photograph of unread plans. The kettle whistled once and now the kitchen stuffed with cotton air. A single cargo street low and disappear and moan. And I am stationed on the couch, underwear and tangled hair. The clock above the televisor heartbeat has a heartbeat of its own. I used to hate the will, the quiet with your shuffling feet, the way you'd hum a song you know and never find the beat. Now the stillness is a stranger sitting heavy on my chest. Sunday silence is the visor I can't put to rest. The Sunday silence used to hold your voice, now it's just a hollow room I can't escape. The ticking clock becomes a cruel white noise, measuring the distance in the drapes. I turn the radio on low, I make the floorboards creak, but the Sunday silence swallows everything I seek. This Sunday silence isn't quiet, it's a scream. Without you in it, Sunday isn't what it seems. I tried to fold the laundry, but the cotton made no sound at all. I opened every window just to let the birdsong bruise the space. A sparrow on the wire sang a note that felt too small. And I remembered how your laughter used to ricochet and chase the afternoon like crawls a carpet in a golden stripe. I watch it move an inch an hour toward the shadow by the door. I'm in a painting of a woman who forgot her former life, waiting for the frame to crack and spill her to the floor. The Sunday silence used to hold your voice, now it's just a hollow room I can't escape. The ticking clock becomes a cruel white noise, measuring the distance in the drapes. I turn the radio on low, I make the floorboards creak, but the Sunday silence swallows everything I see. This Sunday silence isn't quiet, it's a scream. Without you in it, Sunday isn't what it seems. I dialed your mother's number just to hear a voice that knows your name. She talked about the weather and I let her fill the empty frame, but when I hung the silence flooded back 100 times more loud, like the universe was punishing me for avoiding what I'm not allowed. And Sunday night is creeping up, the lamps come on across the street. The loneliness is violent now, the indigo of incomplete. I put the kettle on again, I'm building little noise machines, but nothing fills the hollow where your ordinary being leans. The Sunday silence, the Sunday silence, a cathedral built of what we broke. And Sunday silence just means Sunday spent alone. Spent alone. Frozen on the welcome mat, key still in my hand, coat still buttoned to my throat, like I might not stay. The hinges singing one low note, a sound I don't understand. The coat hook where your jacket lived is just a hook today. And there's no note on the table, no goodbye on the sill, just the weather walking in like it owns the place now. You left the door open and the cold came pouring through. Every shadow dressed in you, I'm standing in the doorway. I can't walk in, I can't go back. You left the door open and the cold is all I have. The radiator's clicking like a heart that won't slow down. I see your keys on the carpet where you dropped them in a rush. The street light outside holds the yard in a frozen yellow gown, and I'm listening for footsteps that are never coming back. There's no warmth in the silence, no shape in the air, just February in the air, just February. left the door open and the winter made the latch. I'm still holding the latch. It's hanging in the back of the closet, pushed behind the winter coats. A charcoal gray with fraying cuffs, a hole the size of a regret. You left it on the bedroom chair the morning you took back your ghost. I folded it with careful hands, I haven't touched that chair since yet. The wool still holds the faintest trace, a whisper clinging to the thread. Not cologne, not smoke, not anything I name out loud, just the quiet signature of someone who got out of bed. My friends say wash it, let it go, it's been a year of wearing thin, but they don't know the ritual when midnight pulls its hollow grin. I lift it from the hanger, press it to my face and breathe you in. This is the sweater I won't wash, the last alive thing that you touched. I keep it hanging like a promise, in the dark I need so much. Every fiber holds a molecule, a memory of your skin, and I don't care if time erodes, I'm not ready to begin. So the dust can sit on the shoulder, the stain can stay a faded wine. This is the sweater still smells like mine. Sometimes I wear it in the kitchen while the kettle screams to boil. The sleeves fall past my fingertips, I roll them twice to find my hands. It swallows me the way you did, a comfort stitch with equal toil. A temporary arm won't let the daylight understand. I guard it from the laundry pile, from the soap that steals the past, from the spin cycle spinning everything we were to something clean. I know the sun is fading out, I know these molecules won't last, but a coffee stain below the collar from the morning that you spilled, the little snag you caught on the doorframe when you laughed and then stood still. If I knew evidence each night, a forensic heart that won't be killed. This is the sweater I won't wash, the last alive thing that you touched. I keep it hanging like a promise, in the dark I need so much. Every fiber holds a molecule, a memory of your skin, and I don't care if time erodes, I'm not ready to begin. So the dust can sit on the shoulder, the stain can stay a faded wine. This is the sweater I'm washing, still smells like mine. The day will come, I know it will, when it's just wool and air. When I press it to my desperate face and find nothing of you there, I'll probably wash it then and fold it on a shelf. A sweater you once borrowed from a man I used to know as myself. But tonight the threads are whispering, and I used to know as myself. But tonight the threads are whispering, tonight the yarn still holds your shape. Tonight I'm wearing everything and nothing can escape. Oh, this is the sweater I won't wash, a holy relic made of nothing but a love that got spilled, and every fiber fades to gray, but the feeling is revealed. So let the dust become a second, let the years turn wool to lace. There's a shoebox in the closet I don't let the daylight see, filled with amber, licked and sealed but never stamped to send. The first one's dated July 5th, the ink still furious and free. I called when July 5th, the ink still furious and free. I called you every cruel night, knew and signed it, this is the end. The paper's creased from where I crumpled it, this is the end. The paper's creased from where I crumpled it and smoothed it out again. The anger bled into a softer second paragraph of blue. I wrote I hate you for the silence, then I wrote I miss my friend, and left the contradiction hanging there for no one to undo. Every night I add a page, every page becomes a cage. Every cage is built from what I couldn't say. So I write in sunset letters, conversations with the ghost. Words I stack like fragile tethers to the voice I need the most. I tell you everything I'm feeling in a language you won't read. These unsent letters are my way of healing, or my way to make it bleed. I fold them up and hide them deep. These unsent letters are the promises I keep. The one I wrote on your birthday has a coffee ring of brown. I told you what the winter did and asked about the coast. I almost drove it to the postbox just to watch it leave this town, but I couldn't bear the thought of it arriving as a ghost. There's a letter made of questions, did you ever really stay? There's one that's just a single line repeated 17 times, still not okay. Over in a fading times, I'm still not okay. Over and over in a faded gray, a telegram of honesty that cost me only rhymes. Every night I fill the gaps, every word becomes a map. Every map leads back to rooms you left behind. So I write in sunset letters, conversations with a ghost. Words I stack like fragile tethers to the voice I need the most. I tell you everything I'm feeling in a language you won't read. These unsent letters are my way of healing, or my way to make it bleed. I fold them up and hide them deep. These unsent letters are the promises I keep. I bought a book of stamps last spring and put it on the shelf. Wrote your address on an envelope and left the rest behind. Maybe one day I'll mail them all and liberate myself. Or maybe I'm afraid you'd read them and be perfectly fine. So I keep the postman waiting in a future I won't choose. And I date tonight's confession with a hand that's learned to shake. I seal the paper gently with a kiss I know you'll never use, and add it to the shoebox of the heart I cannot break. I still write in sunset letters, conversations with a ghost. Words I stack like fragile tethers to the voice I need the most. I tell you I'm still missing you in a script you'll never read. These unsent letters are my way of getting through the silence, the place where we said I flew up and hold you deep. These unsent letters are the only way I sleep, the only way I sleep. I found a photograph today from back when we were still a verb. My smile's a different muscle then, it doesn't know the coming ache. I'm leaning on your shoulder like a sentence leaning on a word, unaware that grammar was a fragile thing to break. The woman in the photo hasn't learned to sleep diagonal yet. She doesn't flinch at February, doesn't hoard the morning light. I almost didn't recognize her, almost called her stranger I'd met. Then I saw the way her hand was holding yours too tight. What the years did was soften the edges. What they didn't do was fill in the spaces. I still leave the light on, I still have the questions. I just carry them different on different days. Time didn't heal me, it just taught me to live with a little more rhythm, with a little less flinch. I'm still missing you, it's just quieter now. A background hum, I've built my house around. That's what the years did. I can walk by the cafe without pressing my face to the pane. I can hear your name in passing and not shatter on the street. But the weather still announces you when February brings the rain. And I still fold the laundry with the hope that we might meet. I've learned to cook for one now, the portions are exact and clean. Stop saving the second plate, I've stopped ironing your shirts. But sometimes when the phone rings late, my thumb still hovers in between the answer and the silence and the old familiar hurt. What the years did was soften the edges. What they didn't do was fill in the spaces. I still leave the light on, I still have the questions. I just carry them different on different days. Time didn't heal me, it just taught me to live with a little more rhythm, with a little less flinch. I'm still missing you, it's just quieter now. A background hum, I built my house around. That's what the years did. I used to measure time and how long since you'd gone. Now I measure it in the things I've done alone. A promotion, a new city, a garden I grew from seed. The wound's not a wound anymore, it's a healed over scar that aches when the season changes and reminds me where you are. In the fiber, in the structure, in the blueprint of my days. A ghost that's learned to be a house of silence shaped like grace, with the outline of someone the years couldn't give. A warning code of disbelief, it just rearranged. The particles are missing into something strange. What the years did was teach me to live with the out in a different key. I've learned to hum along. That's what the years did. They made you gone and kept you here, made you distant and made you near. That's what the years did. Three in the morning, phone glow on my cheek. The screen knows my fingerprint better than my face. I scroll past the photos, past the calendar week, to a little blue icon I don't have the strength to erase. The tense pad's November, a Thursday 4:02. You were stuck in traffic, just calling to say you'd be late. Now it's a musing piece, a relic of you, and I'm the only visitor who comes to the gate. I press play and the room fills up. with a voice that doesn't know it's gone. Every syllable a paper cut that I keep pressing on. I've your voice on repeat, like a song I can't turn off. The laugh at the end is a ghost I keep, and the ache is almost enough. It's a lullaby and a landmine. It's a scar that still sounds sweet. I know you're not on the other line, but I've got your voice on repeat. You're talking about groceries, about something dumb on news. You say you'll see you soon, like it's nothing, like it's true. I mouth the words with you, I know every pause and cue. I hit restart before the silence has a chance to bruise. The battery runs low, I'm plugged into the wall, like I'm keeping you on life support through microchip. The neighbors probably think I'm losing it all, talking back to a recording with a trembling lip. I press play and the world dissolves to a traffic jam. You sat inside. Funny how a voice can solve what a body can't provide. I've your voice on repeat, like a song I can't turn off. The laugh at the end is a ghost I keep, and the ache is almost enough. It's a lullaby and a landmine. It's a scar that still sounds sweet. I know you're not on the other line, but I've got your voice on repeat. One day the update might erase it. One day I might press delete. But tonight I'm in the basement of a memory heartbeat. Just the sound of you clearing your throat is a cathedral I can't leave. I've got your voice on repeat, like a prayer I can't unlearn. The static hiss at the end is a wound I need, and the ache is what I've earned. It's the last thing left of me, and I know you're gone and I'm not fine, but I've got your voice on repeat, on repeat. I opened up the app to find the quickest way to work. My thumb was on the wheel. Then a little purple pin, the morning traffic glowing red. Then a little purple pin dropped right into the hurt. A place the algorithm saved I never should have kept. Instead it called it frequent destination in a calm and sterile font. Like a surgeon labeling a scar they don't intend to treat. Your address floated on the screen, the home I used to want. And every route I ever drove came rushing back to concrete. The estimated time is 7 minutes from my door. I know the turns by heart, I know the pothole by the store. The phone thinks I'm still driving to you every single day, and part of me wants to follow what the satellites still say. You're still in my maps, a blue dot on a street I can't unsee. Your front door is a safe default, the destination haunting me. It says you parked here last September, like the date is still intact. You're still in my maps, and I don't know how to take you back. I scroll down through the history, a diary of us and miles. The diner where we ate too late, the cinema, the reservoir, the route I drove at 2 a.m. to bring you ginger tea and smiles. The shortcut that I learned to take to find you in the dark. The phone remembers everything, it doesn't know we're torn apart. It's still suggesting home for you, a label I forgot to change. I hovered over remove until the screen went black and dark, and I realized that erasing you is terrifying and strange. I could delete the pin, I could clear the cache of where we've been, but the memory of driving to you with the headlights soft and thin is the only journey left that makes my engine feel alive. The phone thinks I'm still going to you, and maybe so do I. You're still in my maps, a blue dot on a street I can't unsee. Your front door is a safe default, the destination haunting me. It says you parked here last September, like the date is still intact. You're still in my maps, and I don't know how to take you back. One day the software will update and swipe the evidence away. The pin will sink into the gray, the purple dot will fade to gray, and I'll be driving somewhere new with no suggestion on the screen. But the part of me that loved the view will still know what the shortcuts mean. I'll memorize the latitude, the longitude of letting go, a coordinate of emptiness no satellite will ever know. Tonight drive you off my mind. I can't drive you off my mind. I used to fall asleep to the rhythm of your chest. Now I count the seconds like they owe me a rest. I used to know the shape of your back in the dark. Now I'm just a stranger in my own park. I bought a new pillow, I bought a new sheet, but the fabric still remembers the weight of your feet. I turn to the left, I turn to the right, but every direction leads me back to the night. They say practice makes perfect, but perfect is gone, and I'm practicing a skill I never wanted to learn. Learn to sleep alone is the hardest kind of school, where the lesson is the silence and the teacher is the cruel. I fold my hands across my chest like a body in a grave, and I pray to any God that the morning will behave. Learn to sleep alone is a muscle I don't have. Every time I close my eyes, I reach for what I had, but the mattress is an island and I'm stranded in the deep. Learning to sleep alone, learning to sleep. I try to weighted blanket, I try to sound machine, I try to trick my brain into a different dream, but the dream always finds you standing at the door, and I wake up reaching for you more and more. I try to rearrange the furniture, change the light, but the shadows still remember how you held them at night. I try to tell myself that this is just a phase, but the clock on the nightstand counts the days. They say time heals everything, but time is a liar, and I'm learning to breathe in a room full of fire. Learn to sleep alone is the hardest kind of school, where the lesson is the silence and the teacher is the cruel. I fold my hands across my chest like a body in a grave, and I pray to any God that the morning will behave. Learn to sleep alone is a muscle I don't have. Every time I close my eyes, I reach for what I had, but the mattress is an island and I'm stranded in the deep. Learning to sleep alone, learning to sleep. Last night I dreamt I was drowning in the sea, and you were on the shore, waving at me. I tried to swim, but the current was too strong, and the waves sang a version of our song. I woke up gasping, gasping weren't there, and I realized that drowning wasn't one after the fall. Learn to sleep alone is a lesson I can pass. I'm failing every night, I'm running out of class. I built a wall of pillows where your body used to lie, and I whisper to the darkness, at least I try. Learn to sleep alone, I'm getting better at the pain, but better is a word that doesn't mean the same as the way I used to sleep, the way I used to be before learning to sleep alone was the only part of me. Learning to sleep alone, still turning, still burning. Good night. I finally moved to the middle of the mattress after months of clinging to the edge. I spread my arms out like a starfish, and I felt the emptiness spread. It's strange to have so much room when all I wanted was less. To feel you in the corners, to feel you in the mess. I bought new sheets in a different shade, trying to erase the marks we made, but the mattress still remembers your weight, and I'm learning to sleep with my own fate. A bed that's only mine is a lonely kind of throne. No one to steal the covers, no one to hold me close. I stretch out in the silence, I sprawl in the dark, but every inch of fabric still carries your mark. A bed that's only mine is the proof that you're gone. I'm the sole survivor of a love that moved on, and I'm lying in the center of a kingdom of one. A bed that's only mine has only just begun. I used to hate the way you'd steal the blanket. Now I have all the warmth I could need, but warmth without a body is just fabric, and fabric doesn't fill the need. I used to push you to your side, now I'm pushing against the wall, trying to feel so just to break the fall. I fluff the pillows and arrange them right like an army for the lonely night, but they don't breathe, they don't respond, they're just a substitute for what I've lost. A bed that's only mine is a lonely kind of throne. No one to steal the covers, no one to hold me close. I stretch out in the silence, I sprawl in the dark, but every that's only mine. I spread my arms out like a starfish, but a bed that's only mine. A bed that's only middle, but the middle is the loneliest place. A bed that's only mine, only mine. The ceiling fan is spinning, but it's going nowhere slow. I count the cracks in the plaster like a map of where we go. The neighbor's dog has got a ghost that isn't there, and I swear I hear you breathing in the static of the air. The refrigerator hums a tune that sounds a lot like Gret. Every light and every appliance is a memory I can't forget. I closed my eyes, 11, woke up at 2:59. My chest already knew that you weren't mine. This is the hour where the lights fall apart. This is the hour where I can't find my heart. 300, I'm static, the world is on mute, but the noise in my head is a broken pursuit of the sound of your voice, of the shape of your face, of the ghost in the corner of this empty space. 300, I'm static, but I'm staring at you. Every shadow is a question, every silence is a scream, and I'm wide awake, drowning in a dream of 300, I'm static, yeah. Approaching on the fog of the bathroom glass, watched it disappear like a photograph of a person I used to know before the fall. Now I'm just a stranger in my own four walls. I checked my phone 47 times in the dark, but the last message you sent was a period, not a spark. I typed out 1,000 words and deleted every one, because some war's already lost before they're begun. This is the hour where the silence is loud. This is the hour where I'm not allowed to pretend that I'm okay, to pretend that I'm fine. 300, I'm static, the world is on mute, but the noise in my head is a broken pursuit of the sound of your voice, of the shape of your face, of the ghost in the corner of this empty space. 300, I'm static, but I'm staring at you. Every shadow is a question, every silence is a scream, and I'm wide awake, drowning in a dream of 300, I'm static, yeah. They say the darkest hour comes before the dawn. They never tell you that the dark just carries on into the coffee that I can't drink anyway, because everything tastes like the absence of youth. The hours between midnight and sunrise are cursed with the knowledge that you left me first. 3 when I'm static, I'm losing control. Every song is a memory I already know, and I'm trapped in this eating the rest of my soul. It's the hum on repeat and I can't get free of. 3 I'm static, 3 I'm static, 3 I'm static. The dog stopped barking, the fan keeps spinning, and I'm still here beginning to realize that 3 again, 3 I'm static, static. I bought a bottle at the corner store, the one you always asked for, nothing more. The cashier looked at me like I was fine, but I was just buying a memory in a bottle of wine. I drove home it on the passenger seat, your ghost riding shotgun, bittersweet. I parked the car and sat there for a while, holding the bottle like it held your smile. I don't even like the taste, I never did, but tonight I need to feel the way you hid behind the tannins and the cherry notes, the way you'd swirl it, the way you'd glow. Drinking your favorite wine, pretending you're here. Every sip is a conversation I can't hear. The glass is staying with the memory of your lips, and I'm chasing the echo of your fingertips. Drinking your favorite wine, tasting the past, hoping the alcohol will make the loneliness last. 'Cause when the bottle is empty, you'll be gone again. I'll be left with nothing but the pain of drinking your favorite wine. Opened it slow, I let it breathe, like I was giving it room to leave. The cork made a sound like a quiet goodbye, and I poured a glass and started to cry. The first sip burned, but I took another, trying to find you under the cover of murlet and darkness and forgotten things, but all I found were the broken wings I don't remember why you loved it so. Was it the flavor or the way it made you glow? I'm searching for the answer in every drop, but the answer just keeps making me stop. Drinking your favorite wine, pretending you're here. Every sip is a conversation I can't hear. The glass is stained with the memory of your lips, and I'm chasing the echo of your fingertips. Drinking your favorite wine, I'm tasting the past, hoping the alcohol will make the loneliness last. 'Cause when the bottle is empty, you'll be gone again. I'll be left with nothing but the pain of drinking your favorite wine. Picked up the bottle by the windowsill, watching the bottle and I held it get hill, and I whispered your name into the night. Drinking your favorite wine, I'm out of my mind. I'm searching for is empty and the glass is dry. It's not they'll be here wondering why. Drinking your favorite wine. Bottle is empty now, but I'm still drinking, still trying to find you in the bottom of the glass that doesn't hold anything but past. Your favorite wine, I don't even like the taste, but I'll drink it anyway. Drinking your favorite wine. The clock on the nightstand is blinking 3:04. I count every second that walks out the door. The mattress still dips where your body used to lie, but it's just the weight of the dark in the sky. I reach out my hand in the middle of the night, and my fingers find nothing but cold empty light. You think I'd remember, doesn't know how to say goodbye. I bought this bed when we had plans. Now it's just a monument to where we ran. The empty side of the king size, an ocean I can't cross, continent of silence where the warmth has gotten lost. The empty side of the king size still smells like your shampoo, but the pillow doesn't know that's only missing you. And I'm lying on the edge like I'm afraid to fall into the space to hold it all. Is the loneliest place I know. I push all my clothes to the center of the sheet, try to fill the hollow with a pile of defeat. But fabric doesn't breathe the way your back would breathe, and a t-shirt doesn't leave a ghost when you leave. I turn on your lamp, I turn off the sound, but the quiet keeps expanding, swallowing the ground. We bought these sheets in a shade of summer blue, now they're just a shade of what I lost with you. We built a kingdom on this frame. Now I'm just a tenant of the shame. The empty side of the king size, an ocean I can't cross, continent of silence where the warmth has gotten lost. The empty side of the king size still smells like your shampoo, but the pillow doesn't know that's only missing you. And I'm lying on the edge like I'm afraid to fall into the space to hold it all. Is the loneliest place I know. I tried sleeping diagonal, tried sleeping on your side, but the geometry of absence is too wide. Every inch of mattress tells a different lie, says you're coming back, says you're still nearby, but the springs don't sing and the frame don't bend, that there's anyone else in this room at all. Just me and the shadow of a 10-foot fall. The empty side of the king size, a canyon I can't fill, a river made of nothing that's been running since you left. The empty side of the king size holds the ghost of your spine, and I know I'll never feel it, but I try 100 times, and I'm hanging to the edge like a climber on a rope, looking down at all the space that used to hold my hope. Is the loneliest place I know. The loneliest place is right here where you used to go, right here where you used to go. I held my thumb above the delete key for longer than I'd care to admit. The screen was glowing, your name was staring, and I felt the weight of every bit of history that lived inside those digits. The late night calls, the I miss you text, the fights we had, the makeup mornings, the promises that broke our necks. Pre-chorus. One click and you'd be gone from my phone, but you'd still be everywhere I've known. I pressed it down, I watched it fade, but the memory is a different shade. I'm erasing your number, but not choice. I'm deleting the contact, but not the choice to remember the way you'd say my name, like it was a fire, like was a flame. I'm erasing your number, but not your sound, the echo of your laughter, the way it would drown every silence, every fear, every doubt. I'm erasing your number, but I can't erase you out. Scroll through the call log one more time, counting the minutes we used to spend, the 3 AM conversations, the morning goodbyes, the way we talk until the very end. I saw your face in the contact photo when I realized it's just to seal the fate. I know your number by heart anyway, so deleting it is just a game I play, to feel like I have some control over a love that swallowed me whole. I'm erasing your number, but not choice. I'm deleting the contact, but not the choice to remember the way you'd say my name, like it was a fire, like was a flame. I'm erasing your number, but not your sound, the echo of your laughter, the way it would drown every silence, every fear, every doubt. I'm erasing your number, but I can't erase you out. I put the phone down, I walked away, but your voice followed me anyway. It whispered in the kitchen, it called from the hall. It was in the silence of every wall. I closed my eyes and I heard you speak the words you used, and I heard you speak the words you used, the tone, the peak of every argument, every plea, and I realized you'll always be a part of me. I'm erasing